Now, they're nowhere to be found. So it lets you know that, the new generation of music and hip-hop and pop, you got to make hits. You got to make timeless records because music today only has a short lifespan unless you continue to work that record. I remember when I was growing up, the song would stay on the radio for a year, year and a half, tops. Nowadays, the song may be on the radio for 4 months, 6 months max. It's out of there. That artist is dropping their next joint. I get it. That's what the generation is calling for. They want what's new, what's next. But that doesn't tell an artist, okay, well, I'm just going to make a record that works for this next 6 months. Nah, still focus on making timeless records because those songs can come full circle.
And actually, timeless records make money forever too if you pay for it. Exactly. Think about the Tupac records, the Biggie records, Juicy. These are songs that still make money. Jay-Z got songs that are old as hell. And now, his song, Brooklyn Go Hard, just got picked up for the trailer for a movie, like timeless records. So, I think when artists make these songs, they should look at the longevity of a record and what they can possibly do with a record. You never know what your song can do. Yeah, it's going to come out. Yeah, you're going to get show money. Yeah, you're going to hit the radio. Yeah, you're going to do all that good stuff. You might get signed to a major label and stuff. But there's still a lifespan on that record afterwards. That record can get picked up by a movie. It can be on the scores of a movie. You never know. It could be on a sitcom. If you make a timeless record, you create more opportunity for yourself outside of the show money and radio spend. That's all fine and dandy, but there is a point when that ends. And as a DJ, I love timeless records. As a DJ, I love being able to dig in a crate and throw something on. That, I'm quick to be like, where my 80s babies at? I may have a young crowd, but I still say, where my 80s babies at? Because 9 times out of 10, you was birthed to one of these records I'm about to play. Your moms and pops rocked out to one of these records right here, so you know this song. You've heard it before. Whether it be Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It, to Tupac, to Frankie Beverly and Maze, because Quiet as Kept, a lot of the new records that you hear today have been sampled from these records. So I'm one of the DJs that, I'm very fearless in my sets. I'm going to give you what's current, what's new, what's hot. I'm going to break new records day in, day out. So I'm going to dig in that crate and come with you last. Is that what you look for in the artists that you work with?
I'm sorry, what you said?
Is that what you look for with the artists that you work with?
For the most part, yeah, but it's hard because the artists that are out today are caught up in the mentality of it's about what's now, and they don't see the future, they don't see the evolution of music, and I have real detailed conversations with cats, and I pose them a question every time. I say, the state of hip hop is in a weird space right now. You got a lot of records out there, but it's limited on timeless records. Now, I always throw this question out to artists, new artists especially. I said, what would you do in 10 or 15 years if hip-hop was gone and the only type of music that was out was pop? And they shook. They don't know how to respond to that. Like, what you mean hip-hop? No, it's gone. Like, everything that's happened from now to back in the gap is gone. There's no, hip-hop is dead. It's a rap. Everything is pop now. Because, right now, pop is very, very strong. And, that's one of the motivators I tell artists, how strong pop is and how you got to keep the hip-hop culture just as relevant, just as strong. If you're making a bubblegum record, you're not doing any justice to the pioneers that's opened up the opportunities for you to be an artist. If you're just making something for the moment, are you really bringing what you need to bring to the table for the culture as a whole? So they get stuck with that question, like, because you can't think of no hip-hop. Well, if you make whack-ass music, it might not be no hip-hop. And I'm not saying, everybody's not going to be the most gifted. Everybody's not going to be the most verbally crafted. I get all that. Not every record that's out there or the Thomas record has been the best lyricist in the world.
A good example of one of the songs that are out now that, like we were talking, is for this time, probably just this year. And after that, it's going to lose its whole edge. And
to me, I believe that hip hop is like that. Like I was trying to say, the butter and the salt is like the main ingredient, and it's melting into all other areas of music. So like hip hop has moved into pop, it's moved into country, it's moved into jazz, it's everywhere, but it doesn't stand alone anymore.
Right.
So that's why you got everybody trying to sing. Everybody's either trying to sing or has a singer on the song. You know?
Yeah, but I think people forget that, you know, hip-hop, the culture as a whole, is the leader in the music game. And if you dummy down the leader, it gives opportunities for other genres of music to take over. So, you know, that's kind of thing I talk to the artists about. Like, don't dummy. And you look at major artists now. You got the Ushers, you got the Rihannas, you got the Neos. These are major artists. And, you know, there's two versions of each of those artists. There's an urban Usher, and there's a top 40 pop Usher. There's an urban Chris Brown. There's a top 40 Chris Brown. Same thing with Rihanna. Like, because they're understanding that urban is the loyalty is not there where it needs to be. So I'm going to ride with the pop culture right now because pop culture is moving. And they're allowing our records to get a little more lifespan, a little more longevity. And as an artist, that's what they want.
Yeah, because, I mean, anyone that's going to stand these times and still, you know, be listed as a top 10 artist, you're going to have to be able to branch into the pop culture, especially if you want that overseas money. Let's just be 100.
Exactly.
You want that overseas money, you know, you want to be international, you want to be global, you want to be on the award shows overseas, you're definitely going to do a few pop songs, you know.
Yeah.
I think everybody was looking at Chris Brown as an example, and we are like, what kind of song is this? Well, guess what? You might be respected in the hood, but the majority of the urban culture and stuff, they either stealing the music or we'll respect you, but we ain't buying it. You know?
Exactly.
So if you're trying to make money and be respected, you got to do both, and that's the only way. That's the way to really make it. Because if you try to do just pop, we might not deal with you anyways. You know, we'll laugh at you.
Exactly.
So, but far as your artist and your mixtape, how many producers worked on the album? Just you?
It was just me, actually. You know, a lot. Like I said, I just pulled a lot of music from, you know, music I got from a number of different artists. You know, on the mixtape, there's probably 2 or 3 artists that I work with closely, and I've done a number of different projects with. You know, one of the artists that I work with closely that's featured on the mixtape is a cat named Anonymous Culture. He's from Dallas, from Pleasant Grove, Dallas, actually. And he sticks out because he reminds me of a combination of a J. Cole / Nas / Erykah Badu / Andre 3000. Very talented, very gifted young man. Doesn't use any profanity in his music and is mean with the punchlines. He has just lyrics on top of lyrics, and it's rare. I think people don't see the market I'm in as far as Dallas as having those type of artists. You know, I think Dallas got tagged with the dance music momentum and things of that nature, but there's really some real artists out here, and I was fortunate enough to be a DJ and be able to find quite a few. But he sticks out because he's very, very talented. He can go from an R&B type of record to a straight backpack hip-hop record. And, you know, he definitely goes in lyrically. You know, when somebody, one of the strengths I look for in an artist is if I listen to that artist's record, is he taking me somewhere? Am I visualizing the story that he's putting in place? And when I hear him spit, I can visualize the story that he's trying to put out there. So, you know, that's what I look for. You know, it's a harder sell, of course, because of the market and because of where hip-hop is today. But then I look at artists like Kendrick Lamar that's out right now. His music is definitely way less of what people expect right now, but he's doing it. So there's a lane out there that people are now attacking aggressively.
What's the ultimate goal